So, did you know that back in the 1860s, America basically had the most unhinged, chaotic sibling rivalry in human history? We're talking about the American Civil War. This wasn't just a little disagreement. This was the ultimate toxic group chat breakup where half the country blocked the other half and decided to start a completely rival server. It was a massive, high-stakes showdown between the North and the South that completely rewrote the rules of the entire country. The whole vibe was incredibly tense, and things were about to get absolutely wild. So strap in, because this history lesson is about to go on some serious side quests. It all really hit the fan in 1860 when a guy named Abraham Lincoln won the presidential election. Now, the northern states were totally vibing with Lincoln, but the southern states looked at him and said, yeah, absolutely not. It's definitely you, not us. They were completely furious about how the country was being run. The South was heavily reliant on an economy that the North wanted to fundamentally change, especially when it came to major laws and new states. So, instead of trying to talk it out like normal people, 11 southern states decided to rage quit the United States entirely. They formed their own club called the Confederacy. Lincoln told them they couldn't just log out of America, but the Confederacy did not care. In April of 1861, things went from a heated argument to an all-out battle. The Southern forces looked at a northern military base called Fort Sumter in South Carolina and decided to launch cannonballs directly at it. That explosive moment was the official start of the conflict, and suddenly everyone realized this wasn't going to be a quick fix. Both sides began aggressively recruiting regular citizens, turning everyday farmers, shoemakers, and teenagers into full-time soldiers almost overnight. On paper, the North, also known as the Union, looked like an absolute video game boss with maxed out stats. They had way more people, tons of massive factories to build gear, and a massive network of trains to move supplies instantly. They wore bright blue uniforms and had the ultimate backing of the official government. Meanwhile, the South, the Confederacy, wore gray uniforms. They had fewer supplies and almost no factories, but they had a serious home field advantage and some highly experienced military leaders. They were fighting fiercely to protect their territory, making them an incredibly dangerous underdog. Before we get to the biggest plot twists of this conflict, we need to settle a massive debate right now. Who would you rather be? Would you rather have the Union's massive factory power or the Confederacy's home field advantage? By 1863, the conflict was getting completely exhausting for both sides. That is when the ultimate turning point happened in a tiny town called Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. This was the biggest, most intense battle ever fought on North American soil, lasting 3 straight days of absolute chaos. The Confederate General Robert E. Lee tried a high-stakes move to invade the North and end the dispute right there, but the Union forces held the line like absolute legends. The Confederacy was forced to retreat, and from that exact moment on, their momentum was completely stopped. Fast forward to April of 1865, and the entire Confederate effort was pinned down with zero health left. General Lee realized it was completely game over. He met with Union General Ulysses S. Grant at a place called Appomattox Courthouse and officially waved the white flag to surrender. The 4-year-long conflict was finally over, and the United States was officially stuck back together. It was the costliest conflict in American history, but it permanently ended slavery and proved that the country would remain one single undivided nation against all odds. So to recap, don't try to rage quit the country, never underestimate a giant factory advantage, and always expect a massive plot twist at Gettysburg. If you want to keep your brain from doing side quests and learn more wild history stories, subscribe and hit that like button. It will help me to create more videos for you to learn. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.